Very good morning. Welcome back. So, everyone who's working, whether they've got their own firm or whether they're working for an organization, everyone is looking at growth, right? So, I, being an entrepreneur and having my own outfit, obviously I look out for opportunities where I can collaborate with others. It's not necessarily that I have to do everything myself. There are people with other talents and something which I don't have, I can easily tie up with them and then collectively we can grow. So that has always been my endeavor, and I continue to look out for partnerships and associations. So the same thing happened just recently, about 2-3 days ago. I happened to discover a organization in the same building where my office is, and curiosity, obviously, I went across, introduced myself, and I discovered that these people are in the business of sending students, both working people as well as freshers, I guess, to other universities, both in the country and overseas. Now, when we talk of students, automatically my mind goes to how can I contribute through my line of work in improving their ability to crack the interview and then take it forward for them being selected. And my experience has taught me that communication is a very big gap, whether they are freshers or whether they are postgraduate students or they are people mid-career trying to shift over, giving it a break, sabbatical for their work and studying and get back into work. So I went upstairs, I knocked on the door, and youngsters, I don't think they are a shade above 32 in age. So then you can easily calculate what will be the experience in terms of working experience. So I introduced myself. I said, look, I'm so and so forth. I have this learning academy of mine, and I specialize in grooming people for taking on interviews, whether it's for an institute or it's for an organization. So I'm sure you come across people who have the qualifications, but they're not able to express themselves. They're not able to speak impressively enough for the interviewer to really, take interest and say, yes, let's look at this candidate. So I went with the mindset of a win-win situation where they will also win and so will I. So this young thing tells me, we do this and we do that and we recruit people for, universities overseas. I said, okay. And this is what I bring to the table. Why don't we discuss it? I said, I know I barged in without an appointment. I'm sorry about that, but here's my card. So I gave my card, and in a day or two, look forward to meeting and let's see the possibility. So I came out, 1 day goes, 2 day goes, nothing happens. Then on a Saturday when there was no one, I came into my office and I brought my Zoe with me, Zoe. And since there's no one in the office, I can bring her. She enjoys her time with me in the office. And while she was here, 2 ladies came across, obviously from outside the door, taking pictures of Zoe. So I said, that's odd, on a Saturday, and that too a festival holiday. How come these people are here? Because there's nobody else in the building. And then before that, there was a candidate who comes and is walking up and down the corridor, and I'm saying, why are you here? He says, I've been called for an interview. I said, by who? He said, that very same company which is recruiting for universities. I said, that's odd because today is a holiday. They called you? He said, yes, but they are not there. I said, oh, they've called you and they themselves are not there. Interesting. That shows the level of professionalism. I said, okay. So I was watching all these trades. Anyway, these girls are clicking pictures, and then I opened the door. I said, would you like to come and play with the dog? Meet Zoe. Yes. So they came in very enthusiastic, clicking away. God only knows how many pictures they took of Zoe. Then I asked, you are here for a interview? No. We work in that institute upstairs. I said, really? I said, okay. Because I had come upstairs. I didn't see you, both of you, somebody else. Yeah, we are a group of people. I said, okay. So I said, this is what I do. And I gave my card again to another set of people of the same institute. I said, please do let me know, and I'd like to come and talk to you, or you're most welcome to come down. 3 days have gone, nobody has come in touch, come across, met me. Courtesy sake, zero. Point I'm trying to make here is this. In today's day and age where everything is about connecting with people in order to get work, right? The basic courtesy, when somebody reaches out, and that too in the same premises, how difficult is it to go back and share what you have? It's not necessarily that you'll make a deal and you'll crack something and both of you work together. No, but the basic courtesy in terms of professionalism, to come and respond in a manner that showcases that yes, you represent a big organization or university and you have what it takes as a human being. The basic manners, the basic etiquette that is required in the corporate world, not there. What do I blame it on? Or who do I blame? Because it's very easy to quickly jump to a conclusion. But there is a pattern which I am seeing since I have recruited people in before, since I have taught in MBA schools before and engaged with this generation, this age group. I understand, and that is why I am not going very aggressive and going, hammer and tongs at them, saying how disrespectful, etc., etc. It's not about respect. It's about the first impression that you make. You dress up beautifully, fine. But what after that? When you open your mouth, what's the quality? When you're walking into the office and sitting down, what's the quality? And then when you engage, what's the quality then? In terms of language, in terms of knowledge, in terms of skill set, whenever required. Now these people don't understand this. For them, it's only a task. For them, they are not being paid enough to do these extra things. They call it extra, being nice, being polite, returning a call, returning a visit. They feel it's extra. And it's below them to do something like that. I mean, who's this guy? Small time chap sitting in a cabin. What company? Which companies? We've never heard of it. But we represent a very big organization. We represent a brand, yada, yada, yada. That's the mindset. Now, what am I trying to say here is this. No matter how much you worked, where you worked, how much you know, if these basic corporate etiquette, as I call it, or mannerisms as a human being are not there, I don't think you're going to go very far. And you may say that for the sake of income, for the sake of getting some revenue, I don't mind working with anybody. Possibility? Yes. Long term, I have no idea. I don't think it will work long term. Especially if you are made up of that quality where etiquette matters, ethics matter, punctuality matters. If you have these values ingrained in you and you're trying to work with somebody who's just got money or a brand, I don't know. I really don't know how long it'll last. As far as I am concerned and my experience goes, I have understood what these people are. And I'm perfectly fine not working with them, even though they have lots of students or clients, as they call, coming in, and they are paying those guys even without getting into an interview. So, yes, I may lose money, but it's okay. Not at the cost of ethics, honesty, and the other values that I hold close to me and which has helped me grow as a person and my organization grow. So this is a very individualistic approach. You may have another approach. But all I'm trying to say is, it's worth thinking about this. Whoever you collaborate with for your work, do you look at these things? Or it's just money? How you get it, it doesn't matter. It's an individual choice. There's no judgment here. How would you like to work, and what are those values that you would like to work with whenever you engage with somebody? That's the question only you can answer. Have a lovely day.